everyone. My name is Daryl Cruz, and I'm the owner, operator, and builder of the Union Pacific Railroad Geneva Subdivision in N-Scale. I'm here today to provide you another update on the layout. It's been quite a few months since my last update. Last time I did an update, we were to the point where tracks were finally laid all the way around the layout so that we could run trains. And if you remember at that time, I said I was going to have more updates to come very soon. Turns out it's not quite so soon after all. I apologize for it taking so long to get an update out, but I have been busy on the railroad, mainly just laying track and completing all the track work. In August 2nd, we had tracks running all the way around the layout. Since that time, I've been adding turnouts and sidings and industrial areas, and kind of rearranging some track work, but been trying to get all the track work done finally, so that we can start on some scenery. To be honest with you, since we moved here over a year and a half ago, I have been pretty much doing nothing but putting up the sections from the old layout, assembling them around the walls, building new bench work, putting down the roadbed, laying track, turnouts, wiring, lots and lots of wiring. And to be honest with you, I'm getting a little tired of it, and I'm glad that it's finally to the point where I'm done with the track work. Now I can start moving on to doing some plaster work, finishing out some of the scenery, getting to ballasting, which I don't really like either, but just get a chance to move to different areas of the layout. So anyway, today I'd like to share with you all of the turnouts that I've done since the last update. Altogether, I've constructed and installed 18 turnouts. I also repositioned some turnouts. Been working mainly in the Wheaton area and the Rochelle area, and then also in the Global 3 area. So I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I've been installing turnouts. Like I mentioned before, here are 4 of the turnouts. This is a double crossover between Elmhurst and Wheaton. This is on the east side of Wheaton. It's kind of nice that I have 2 of these on the layout. I might add a couple more, but it's nice to have crossovers. That crossover in both directions gives a little bit more operating flexibility. And also installed a turnout here. So the track goes from 2-track to 3-track as it enters Wheaton. This will all be Wheaton, Illinois. Still have to put up the backdrop. There's the roll of backdrop that I'm going to be using. Here's another turnout that will serve a maintenance of way area here. Now there really isn't an industry here in Wheaton on this side of the track, but I wanted to have a couple of places to do some operations here in Wheaton, so I put a maintenance of way track there. This some more turnouts here, a crossover, and then a turnout to get to what's going to be Heinz Supply, which is actually in Wheaton, just west of the station there. The Wheaton station is going to go right here on the curve. It is on a curve in the prototype. Wheaton will not be this deep. There will be a backdrop that will shorten this up a little bit. And if you notice, the 3rd track here crosses the siding and goes into its own little hole here in the wall. These holes, by the way, will be covered by a road bridge, which is also part of the prototype in Wheaton. But this particular track is for the Metra, which does not go on the layout, does not go all the way to Rochelle. So it's going to kind of go into the hole here as the ending point for Metra. And then if you look on this side of the wall, you only have the 2 tracks. The 3rd track is behind the backdrop. So that's just going to be a holding area for the Metra trains. That will be the westernmost point that the Metra will run. Then from here it curves into Rochelle. Did a lot of turnout work here. Here's some more turnouts that I installed. for the Rochelle industrial area. There was a crossover turnouts right here, but that kind of did not leave enough room here for operations. So only enough room here for maybe the engine and a couple of cars, which I didn't think was going to be enough. So I repositioned the crossover to right here. So those are not new turnouts, they're just moved. But these are new turnouts that I installed here for this little industrial area. And then the other track work I've been doing is right here in the Global 3 in Rochelle. So I built and installed some track work, some turnouts, and put the 4 tracks here in Global 3, and then of course running the track into the double stack loading and unloading area here. As you can see, this is from the previous layout here. I was able to only save about half of Global 3. This is the half that I saved with what's going to be the engine facilities. And a lead track goes all the way to here. And if you remember on the old layout, from this point, the layout curved to in this direction. So the Global 3 is actually on a curve. Now it's all, the whole entire layout, entire Global 3 is on a straight area, which looks a lot more prototypical, I think, especially after I get everything done as far as seeing more parking lot in, ballasting, and all that kind of stuff. Have room here for a terminal of some sort as the trucks enter and exit the facility. Not able to hold as many cars as the old location, but definitely is going to look a lot more prototypical. I've also been doing some work with Decoder Pro on a little tablet here that I bought. This is a $30 cheap 7-inch tablet, but I have a Decoder Pro on here, a program called Engine Driver, and I'm liking it a lot. It gives me a chance to operate up to 3 trains at a time, which is more than what the DT400 on the Digitrax. So been trying to work with this. It's been a lot of fun. Also, the tablet's able to switch over to do some dispatching too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little short update. I do promise I will have some more updates up here pretty soon. I'm going to try and do an update after I do a little scenery work on each section, so it won't be hopefully another 4 months. Hopefully it won't be April or maybe for my next update. Hopefully it'll be sometime in January. Until then, have a great holiday. Merry Christmas. Until next time, have fun running trains.